right, another week, another Aegis stream. Hello everybody, welcome back to our little TV show that we put up here on our Twitch and YouTube. We're gonna play some Aegis today. My name is Breeze. I made the game, and I'm joined by Yampy.
That's me.
Our community manager. And yeah, so this week we're going to do another AEGIS2 scenario book thing. So let's go through that. It is also a very exciting week because we got our first AEGIS2 print production proof in the mail, which is tangible evidence that the game will come out. How awesome is that? But in the meantime, we'll continue to drill along. I guess this isn't really a playtest, this is kind of locked in, but I did immediately notice a typo on one of these pages of the scenario book, but I'm throwing in a new edit of that anyway. So yeah, AEGIS2 scenario book. It is an activity book for your game. It has a whole bunch of different game modes. It has a whole bunch of different game modes you can play with the components inside your AEGIS2 box. So a lot of them are dedicated to a 10 scenario 2-player campaign where you fight each other. You get to draft new robots between every battle and build new teams, and that's pretty cool. And the back half of the book is a bunch of cooler, weirder scenarios that play with the rules a bit more. And some of them are modified solo mode games, and other ones are stuff like this, where it's a co-op mode. This is, I believe, the one co-op scenario in the book, and we can highlight it here, I guess. If we want to hover over it. Zoop. So yeah, chapter 18. This is chapter 18 out of 20, so chronologically in the story of Aegis, it takes place pretty late. Our two battle-hungry miscreant commanders, Sindane and Mika, are fighting some rogue kaiju robots that have kind of risen up and started to cause havoc in the story. And while everyone else is busy fending off the small fry spread around the world, Sindane sort of L-targets this giant squid monster and recognizes it as the monster that destroyed her ship, which is why she was the cruelest captain in the first Aegis box. But now she's back, and she's Sindane the Indomitable, and she's going to punch this robot in the face for retribution. And Mika's here too. In the previous scenario book, it was cute because Mika and Sindane were a 1v1 battle where you would use all A robots and all G robots, and you'd fight each other. But in this is kind of like the sequel to that, where now they've joined forces to beat up this big monster with Sindane, with Mika there, looking at this thing like it's the biggest challenge in the world, because it is. So he must be sated. But yeah, gameplay-wise, it's the solo mode, but you play against the boss, in this case AEGIS2, and you start at 30 HP. Miempi and I will be sharing the same kind of health pool, aka Valor points. In solo mode, Valor points are reduced as your robots die or as you activate Valor abilities to do stuff like change die faces. And we both have an activation each turn. We will activate 2 robots. So Yampy can activate 2, or I can activate 2, or we can each activate 1. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty direct. There's a big fat monster in the middle of the board, and we will shoot at it until it is dead. In this scenario, the boss has a deck of minion robots that are all big, strong, combined robots. So unlike normal solo mode, where you're usually just going to be dealing with like level 1 and 2 robots that are like more or less field hazards, in this scenario, it actually starts with 2 3-letter robots on the board that will start shooting at us. and that's going to be neat. So we need to tactfully use our given robots to defeat this thing. And our teams are pre-chosen, as is the case in most scenarios. So Yempi's using Mika, I'm using Sindane. Most of these robots are from either the Challenger team, Ironer's team, or Ashla's team from the box, and thus we are a little limited on what we can do, which will add to the challenge. So yeah, scenario starts. I throw the pieces up in the air. When the minions are put into play and everything's all done and set up, you put your robots into play, and then you reveal 3 solo rondo cards, which will show us what the minions and the boss will do this turn, or this round, and then we can base our moves around that. So let's flip it up. Oh, very good. Okay, so we know the first thing the boss is going to do, it's going to activate eye minions, which is both of these level 3 robots will do stuff. And then, well, the boss will do stuff first. The boss will, if we look at the AEGIS2's boss card, these solo cards with the big letters will activate certain attacks on the boss card. The eye will activate the submerge ability, which will make AEGIS2 untargetable for a turn, and poop out some SAR drones. So we know that will potentially be what AEGIS2 does this turn. And then afterwards, we know that AEGIS2 is going to use one of its special attacks and beat the tar out of us. That'll use its Cyan Typhoon, followed by Giga Railgun, followed by Drown, which actually isn't that bad because we probably won't have any robots in range for Drown to destroy, since it will just destroy basically anything within 4 hexes. The bad part about that is the second time Drown activates, which will be some unknown turn in the future, it will destroy all of our robots that aren't standing on star points. So we're in danger at some point. Okay, so what do we do here? If we blow up these minion robots, the boss will take 3 damage because the boss takes damage equal to the letters of the minions that die. But other than that, what is this Sabi saying? Oh, let's see here. Alright, so what shall I do?
And we take Valor damage if drones die. Our drones die, right?
Yes. Yes, we'll take a point of damage if a drone dies. So to start with, I could push, pull. I could run up and shoot I 5000 in the face. That's like the most direct choice. Well, let's not do that. Let's I could shoot. Oh, evade 2. Okay, so this is a strategy that I learned from last time I playtested this. So because I have 5000, which is this jerk over here, its main attack cuts enemy HP in half. So that's not good to be hit by. But if I put my Esper in range, which has evade 2, it's probably never ever going to be hit by that thing. So basically I can use Esper to distract it and also shoot at it. So I could try that. Oh, my starting energy. 11, 9, 19. Okay. Yeah, why don't I do that? I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Spend 6 of my energy. And then spend 2 to shoot the weasel robot. And I need some dice, because I always forget to spawn them. Boop. Boop. Alright. Alright, we're paying 2 energy, rolling 2 dice, open for 3 or better. This is a big chunk of my energy. Boop, boop. We're doing great so far. I miss with both of my attacks. In solo mode, we can spend a Valor to turn one of these into a 6. Oh, no, I lied. I have precise, so I should have rolled an extra die. If I roll exactly 3 away, if I shoot exactly 3 away, I get to roll 3 dice and discard the lowest.
Well,
very good, very good. I very precisely miss with my 2, 2, and 1. Well, that'll stop Hive from shooting your robots, probably, statistically. Actually, I don't know if that's true. It will shoot things in alphabetical order, so since Mika's in range, it'll attempt to shoot Mika unless Mika, like, exits range.
good to know. Unfortunately, I don't know if there's I guess I could move Mika over here is probably the one spot where he is out of line of sight of that, and also not within Gothenade range.
Yeah, you're right. Because, yeah, right now Gothenade is out of range of everything, so we don't have to worry about that unless we get close. So, yeah, one of the interesting things about, like, solo co-op mode is you can really kind of think about how the AI works and kind of game around it.
Okay, well, I think I will move Mika 3 spaces to there, to the one safe spot, and then I will attempt damage boosting my arc. So it's it's 1 die and I need a 3 or better, but I can and so Gambit is after you roll the attack.
After you roll,
right?
You can Gambit to give it a double damage buff.
So that's a success. And so if I do Gambit and that second roll fails, the first one fails as well?
Yes.
Okay. Does Gambiting cost an extra energy?
Yeah, it costs energy.
What do you think?
What are you boosting?
The arc.
Is arc in range to shoot?
Oh, that's a great... I probably should have...
No, yeah, you should say you'll just boost the Izzy.
Yeah.
I think the Izzy has enough range. Actually, yeah, the Izzy probably has enough range to shoot something. Maybe?
Yeah, if I move it up, it can shoot Gothenade for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not quite in range of the boss, but...
That seems correct to do. Because Gothenade has, like, a lot of HP, so we probably just want to try to kill it as fast as possible.
Well, I guess let's try for the Gambit and see what happens. Yeah. And hope we don't regret it. Yay, okay. So double damage boost on the Izzy.
This is actually going to be a pretty good strategy because, like, Izzy has Retaliate, so if you next turn move Izzy up and Izzy gets shot, Izzy will then attack again and potentially deal like 6 total damage if it hits both times.
And then damage buffs fall off after the first attack now, right? Or is that just defense?
That is... I think we're walking that back again, so now they just stay until recharge, like how they used to. Because I updated the rulebook once more after I remembered why I... It's actually kind of funny. So we did the fall off thing, and then at some point, like months ago, when I was doing the final round of the AEGIS2 rulebook, I'm like, let's not do that because I realized some horrible rules thing that happened if you do that. And then So I just put it back to original. And then like a month or so ago, I'm passing in all the files and I'm looking at the rulebook and I'm like, why doesn't it have the fall off rule? And so I change it back. And then it's the first game I play right after I changed it back to the fall off rule. I realized why I took it out.
That's funny.
And so now I had to change it back a second time to just go back to the AEGIS2 buff and debuff rules. Anyway, that's the wonder of game development. When you take forever to publish a game, you forget why you change rules. Anyway, so yeah, right now Izzy is real strong. But yeah, we're gonna activate this I card. First thing that happens is the I will activate because alphabetical order. AIS comes before GIS. So it's gonna try to shoot.
Doesn't the boss go before?
Oh, the boss does. Yes,
Okay.
I am doomed. Yeah, it's gonna try to submerge itself. It does. Do we care about that? Probably not. It will dump out 2 SAR drones that we can shoot at, so that's good. So they spawn in on 2 and 3 respectively, which means 2 and 5 because it rounds up. I'll trust you to go fetch the SAR drones, which should be in like the challenger bag. And alright, so Ichthyosaur can't be targeted this turn. We don't care about that because it's not close enough to be targeted anyway. And then I will shoot at Esper. It'll fail miserably. And then we're going to activate Gothinade, which is not in range of anything. So it will move towards the closest player robot, which is Yampies, so it'll go over here. And that's all the minions. So then it goes back to us. This is the turn where it'll blow everything up within 4 of it. It'll also use Giga Railgun. What will Giga Railgun actually target? It'll always target Micah.
That's funny.
Micah is like, because alphabetical order, and it just makes it's a really good thing narratively too, where it really Micah really just exists to be targeted by this thing. He's like, come at me. So yeah, I want to try your stupid the Izzy thing.
Well, strategy-wise, maybe I should get my arc out of the way of the big blast, unless we don't care, because how much that's most likely gonna kill it. So at the very least, I feel like I want it to be, if it's gonna die, it should be within parting shot range of something, right? But
oh, true. Well, it was not going to be in. Well, actually, Micah will be in range if you walked up your Ive like closer to Grenade Boy, and it shoots itself, or it doesn't. It won't damage itself, but it'll catch Micah in the radius because this thing has like a 3 radius on its attacks, right?
Yeah, and so that's also going to shoot at Micah, right?
Yes, it'll Oh yeah, on retaliate, it will target Micah.
So
that is a good point.
So maybe maybe I
Oh, I can 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I pull that thing away a little bit with Sindane? Is that helpful? 1, 2. How do I add? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm actually 1 space too far away to pull that thing with Sindane.
I feel like maybe the best play for me right now is just to move the arc up to melee range with the Gothinade and then just melee it, and then it's out of the range when the boss shoots Mika, and it's out of the radius. Well, it's not out of the radius when the Gothinade shoots him, but it'll be able to parting
Yeah.
shot it potentially.
Yeah, it'll do some stupid
So-
stuff. Because, yeah, it'll proc Revengeance, which will shoot Micah and catch 3 of your dudes in the radius, but it also
Wait.
only rolls 1 die and we can make it fail.
So any ally includes itself for Revengeance?
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Okay.
that is, yeah. The Revengeance does include itself.
Yeah, so I'll jet my arc up to there, and then swing with the melee blade and looking for no ones. Hey, that's a crit. That's sad.
Spend a valor, get that double crit.
Okay, we'll do that. So that makes it what, 4 damage onto.
Yeah. We're gonna blow this guy up. So Goffinade is at 3. Pretty good.
Which
So
means
Goffinade
one Izzy attack will kill it.
Yes. So yeah, Goffinade's at 3. And it will target. It's gonna retaliate and target Micah. So let's do that. It shoots. Do we just want to turn that to a 1?
I mean, 1 damage isn't the end of the world, and it'll kill the Soar token and hurt the boss too.
Oh, actually, well, so the minions can never damage each
other.
other.
Oh, that's true. That's right.
Otherwise, it'd be pretty funny.
I feel like it's only 1 damage. It might be worth saving that for.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, just take it. Yep. If you want Micah's HP to work, add a number to the description of his card.
Oh, okay.
If you had like 5 or whatever.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah. And then, dude. Okay, so that's one of your activations. Did you? What do I want to do? I could blow up a SAR drone. Is there anything worthwhile that you can do over there?
I mean, I could move Izzy up and kill the Goffinade, maybe. If.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So Izzy moves up 2 to there. I guess that would put it within Giga Railgun radius, though.
I guess we'll find out what happens.
I guess they can move it up 4 to there, and then it's not in Giga Railgun radius. And
yeah.
It's only 2 more energy, so that's probably
a good idea.
So I'll do that, and then looking for no ones. Hey, we got it. Okay. So that's a dead Goffinade.
Boom. Alright. We're off to a good start.
Strategery.
3 damage from that thing blowing up. Alright, next we're gonna activate the boss special attack, Omega Symbol. So that means if we look at the boss card, we're going to first activate Cyan Typhoon. There's nothing in range, we don't have to. But that would hit everything within a 5 radius of us. 1, 2, 3. Actually, is that 1, 2, 3, 4? Technically, your arc's in range, but it just radius doesn't go through walls, even if it's a boss. It could though. Maybe I should add arc into it. Let's see, and then it'll do Giga Railgun. So yeah, let's just dump 3 dice and see how badly Micah gets poo-pooed on. That's a good roll. So it'll 2 damage to Micah if we don't want to prevent it.
Okay, and then that'll also hit the arc and the Izzy.
Will it? No, it's only 2
Oh,
radius.
2 radius, right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not Goffinade. Surprisingly, that is a smaller radius than the Goffinade.
Yeah. And then it'll activate all minions, which is actually just will shoot my Esper again and fail. Oh my god. Did that actually just hit me? That did just hit me. Cause yeah, okay. So cut it in half and round down. So my Esper has 1 HP. statistically improbable. Okay. And that's it. So back to us. Oh no, these SAR drones also shoot things. They're minions too. So this SAR drone over here is gonna shoot Micah in the face. And that will technically hit. And then same thing, this thing will shoot my Awe in the face. Yeah. I guess ignore SAR drones at your peril. Alright, so what I want to do, I want to move a bunch of my guys up. Is that good? 1, 2, 3. If I move up 3 spaces, I go 1, 2, 4, 6. I can pull Ive over here. Is pulling Ive over here good? Just eventually bear hug Ive to death. Yeah, I guess I will take charge of. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, and then I will pull a bunch of jerks closer to me, and then, because I want to, and that'll save me a lot of movement energy in the long run, I guess. So let's roll 2 dice and pull everything within. Oh, actually, I could do this in a way that potentially kills the SAR drone? Maybe? No. Let's not do that. Anyway, so 2. Thank you, tabletop sim. Alright, so I can pull up to. Push pulls are now still up to, which is a rule change in the core rules. So I'm gonna pull my guys up like this. And as long as Mecha is alive, I will not get Giga Railgunned to death. And then, so 2, 4, oh, I miscounted. I cannot pull Ivan. That's fine. Is that rust my guys? If that's rust my guys. What am I doing over here? I have 6 energy left. I guess I could go 1, 2. I'll use the second active. Do you have anything interesting to do over there?
Not really. I'm only on 2 energy, so I can move something up, and that's about it.
Oh, you know what?
I can move the Gon a little closer.
Oh, so I goofed. Actually, we goofed. So Micah does not take 2 damage from Giga Railgun.
Oh, because it shoots the Gon, right?
It always shoots the Gon. Same thing with that Ive laser from last turn. So Gon should actually be at like 1, because it would have taken 3 from. Would have taken 2, and then it gets its thing cut in half round.
Okay.
So Gon is at 1, and Ender also took 2 from the Giga Railgun, I guess. And my Esper is at full health. 1, 2.
So, part of me is like, wonder. Yeah, I guess even if the Gon did survive this turn, it wouldn't be in a position to actually like move up to get in range of anything next turn. So.
Yeah, I wonder if is there anything weird that we can do to get the gun in range of something? Guess not really. Oh, the other thing is that I guess the other thing that we didn't really consider when we started the game is that when you're playing this co-op scenario, we can share start zones. So we could have like put our robots kind of interspersed in each other's start zones. Anyway, I'm shooting a rocket punch at this Ive. Doing excellent.
That's disappointing.
Doing really good over here. Okay. To which, does this thing still have retaliate? Is it supposed to have retaliate? I'm gonna have to check. Oh, that might be outdated. Because I remember it having retaliate and it being quite a menace. It does still have retaliate. Alright, well I guess it shoots
The gun.
I guess it shoots your it shoots your gun. Really good cooperative game.
I wish I had, you know, the 7 health gun at this point.
I guess we'll roll for it, but it's so yeah, I retaliate because I'm a great teammate. Alright. Gon gets blowed up. We lose 1 valor. Unless we wanted to like turn one. Is there any? Do you think is there a reason for us to turn that into a 1 so it doesn't hit?
I mean, it probably dies when the boss Giga Railguns anyway.
Oh, because yeah, it would also just blow up your Ender too at the same time.
Yeah, so
that's less optimal. All right, well, boss turn. We're doing awesome. Giga Railgun aimed at Micah.
wow. Yeah, it's a good thing we're only out. It's a good thing that Gon is dead. Otherwise, that would have killed both of them, the Gon and the Ender.
Yep.
But
okay. Well, now we can just activate our robots as much as we please, I believe, because that's just how normal solo mode works. Between each Rondo card activation, I guess it does need a little bit of clarification there. But yes, we can use. How much energy you got left? I have 2.
I also have 2, so I'm just gonna slide my Ender up 2 spaces. And...
yeah, that makes sense. The swamps. Alright.
I guess maybe I slide it up 2 spaces to be out of sight of the Ive. That probably is smart.
Oh, if you're on the star point, that is technically out of line of sight of the Ive.
Oh, that is true, yeah.
Yeah. Is there like anything I can do to... It's not worth it to spend Valor to blow up these SAR drones. Alright. Well... let's move... this Shah? No. Yes. No. Actually, I can spend 2 to move this Go. And I can push this Go up. And then I can just start slamming it, and I can start slamming its face into the boss next turn, maybe? So let's self-push the Go. And that works. The one thing that actually worked this turn is mostly useless. But, alright, so I got some movement value. Oh, and I guess oh wait, no, yeah. Oh, sorry, when it Giga Railgun, we also should have attacked with the Ive. Which would have shot my Esper, so... Doop. It misses. We did it. Alright, that's end of turn, because we're out of stuff to do. These 3 go away. We have 3 more turns to take the boss down. And once we get closer to it physically, we can start punching it in the face. Okay, no super attack.
No drown. That's nice.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about our entire roster dying. Okay, so we go back. You respawn your gun and Micah wherever you want. So you can actually respawn it over here if you wanted. I don't know if that's actually useful. Or you could respawn them over there.
I'm trying to
I
think.
think you have.
What? I can make the.
You have access to the level 2 Ender.
Yeah.
Which is real strong.
I'm trying to think of how I could get utility out of the combine action, though.
Yeah.
I guess I can maybe engineer something that, like, push the Ive into the wall or something and deal 2 damage. That seems like the most... Is there any reason to have the boss off the middle of the map? Like, I'm trying to think if there's any utility there.
No, this is like a stationary boss anyway, so it's not even really gonna do anything. Except for when it drowns. Well, when it drowns the first time, and it'll do... It matters for its radial attack, I guess. That's really the only thing, is to try to, like, manipulate that, but it effectively just hits the entire center of the board.
Yeah. I mean, we could try to push it to one side of the board or the other. I guess maybe that makes it easier for melee dudes to hit it after it spawns back in, if it's like... Or after they spawn back in.
Because you do have some melee dudes.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else? So, which reminds me, you have Arc. Arc is the GOAT in this mode, because sometimes you'll just double crit and deal a bunch of damage to the boss directly. That's usually pretty good. You could also do the thing.
I feel like I could try going for the double damage buff into the arc, move the arc in, and wall up for like... Yeah.
Throw it. Just throw it. Sure. I mean, I endorse that.
Okay.
That's before it starts doing stupid submerge stuff.
I'll stick the gun there, I guess, then. What's the... So it'll submerge... Oh, on the first. So I guess I would need to take both first activations to do that play?
Yeah, use both of our activations to do it. That's fine.
Okay.
I guess while keeping in mind what will happen if it Giga Railguns, because it'll... I guess it'll be... Oh, actually, no, it's fine, because you can just keep gun sitting around like a doofus, and it'll always shoot gun.
Oh, I forgot about my commander ability, which also opens up.
Yeah, so your slower robots, you can pay 1. You can, like, move 5. So that's like a way to get gun into closer range.
And I can also damage boost with any of my robots, not just Mika then.
Yeah, so one of the funny things that Mika can do is that you can just stack 5 billion damage buffs onto one guy on your team and then walk up and punch. So, like, you could also just try doing that.
That is really funny.
Boost the arc like 5 times.
I might... That seems fun. I guess I'll start with the Izzy then. Slide the Izzy one over here to block line of sight to the arc from the sword drone. And then try the damage boosties. That's a success. The question is, do we gambit? I feel like the answer is yes.
Yes.
That's sad.
Pay a valor, turn it into a 6.
Okay.
We're gonna go all in on this strategy. I want that arc to deal like 12 damage.
So we have 2 damage boosts, and then should I take the second activation and do it again with the...
Sure, he's not doing anything this turn anyway.
Oh, you know, there's no reason to move the Izzy actually, because it's gonna shoot Mika anyway, so I'll save that energy in case it's important later. Okay, so yeah, so that's that. And then
You know, you
we'll
have to like
activate.
move Izzy up by like, and if you have to move like Arc up by 1, and then
Yeah, by
boost
2, I
it
think, right? Yeah,
like by 2,
2
yeah.
to there. And then we roll the damage boosties.
Yes. Yes.
And then the question is, do I gambit? Because if I mess up this gambit, we can't
Oh, you can't turn
fix
it
it.
into a 6
So
again.
do we take the 5 damage arc, or do we go for a 6 damage arc?
I guess there's nothing else you can really boost it with. I guess we should be safe.
Yeah, 5 is a nice round number too, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so now it's gonna activate. Boss is gonna activate. Will it submerge? It does not submerge. I 5000 will shoot the gun.
The boss. Oh,
I
it
5000
submerged,
does
yeah.
not shoot the gun. So that's all that that's all the enemies do this turn. So now it's back to us. I mean, do you want to just get it over with and
Yeah.
see if the arc kills it?
So we go.
Yeah,
Jet
2 energy to
2
do a
to
hip
there.
hop, and then
And then do the wallop and be very sad if I
double
roll a
sixes,
1.
double sixes, double sixes.
Hey, we got 1 6, so that's what?
Valor into a second 6.
Well, we already used that this round.
No, it's between each boss activation.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Well, then that's 7 to the boss. That's very
Yeah,
pog.
it is. All right, so now we've made solid progress. Maybe we just repeat that strategy for the next 3 rounds.
I wonder if you
right.
if you were to push it, like push the boss somewhere over here, then my art could just respawn and hit it immediately.
I can
3 rounds.
potentially do that. I can go.
Brian
Like
Games McKay says hi Breeze.
Hi, Brian. That's Brian Games McKay, creator of popular fighting card game Pocket Paragons, which totally has an AEGIS2 character expansion coming out promptly. And if it doesn't come out, please email chris@solusgamestudio.com to request that it comes out more promptly. Let's do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I can walk up with go. I can push it 1 space into this wall, but that doesn't really help. I can walk up 3, and I can rocket itself into the boss for 2. Oh, I can nail the boss for 3 damage if I throw the go into it. Or
I guess I kind of moved into a bad spot too for the pushing angle, but
yeah, there's no real way to push it in a good way. I can move Sindane over and try to pull it closer, and then it can spawn into places. I mean, I can I can pull it towards me. I can pull it towards my side, but then that doesn't help the spawn plan. I guess I'll just try to punch it because I am extremely low IQ. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna use Rocket Ram and just try to collide with it aggressively. which will deal damage to both of our robots, and it works. So that's 3 damage to the boss, and I can pay 1 damage to prevent the damage to me, because I have Sindane's ability, which allows me to pay 1 to prevent non-combat damage. Hoo hoo hoo. And collision is non-combat damage. And one more action.
Well, we did the arc and then the go, so I think that boss's turn.
Is that? Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. Okay, so then we go Giga Railgun, targeting gone. Boss turn. Go blow uppy boom. Alright, let's see. Whoop. 4 damage to the gun.
Alright, 1 HP. That's what it's
Lit.
there for.
It is what it's there for. And then I guess the Ive will also go and shoot the gun with its damage halving attack. And we could pay one. Is it more valuable to keep the gun and pay 1, or?
I mean,
the
it
gun
can't
respawn it?
move anywhere is the problem. It only has 4,
Yeah.
like, it can't get anywhere useful, so...
Yeah. Alright, let's see. So that's everything that happened here. Just by nature of how the mode works, nothing has... It has not spawned any new minions into play yet, which is actually, like, a stroke of luck. It will spawn something in next turn, though. Alright, back to us. Let's try... just beating on it, like, aggressively? Is that correct? Is anything gonna blow up? I could get rid of this Ive. Though honestly, maybe the Ive is less bad than some of the other stuff in the minion deck. What to do? What to do?
I could, like, blaze it with my... I guess the blazing it with the Izzy would be a good thing to do next turn before you maybe push it somewhere. That seems like an idea.
Oh yeah, though the blaze will wear off.
Well, yeah, next round.
Yeah.
For now.
What's the play? I could rust the boss so it'll take 1 whole damage when it attacks next turn. That's another technique. You can just keep rusting the boss over and over and over. Yeah, well, let's try... Okay, so if I shoot the Ive will retaliate, and the Ive will retaliate onto me? No, it'll shoot my awe. It'll shoot my awe. They can also accelerator to combine into some dumb stuff.
And we can combine with each other's robots, right?
Yes. That is true. Oh.
Oh, wait.
What?
In theory, I could accelerator my Ender and combine it with your Go to, like, push the boss somewhere with the combine action on the Ender 3000? I don't know if that's useful, but it's a thing.
Well, you can push it next to the stupid Ive, which means we can start hitting it with, like, radial attacks.
Yeah, that's true. That's
I
an
can
idea.
combine my G and my S robot right now and roll for I could roll for mortar shell barrage, and maybe I'll just roll 3 6s and deal 6 damage to it.
Wait, so where would you put that in?
I guess if I put it here, I can shove my awe into Ive, which doesn't do anything except get it closer, and then I could shoot a bunch of stuff at the boss.
Okay.
So that's these two, and I can also accelerator into making awe, which might just be good, so then we'll have an awe to shoot with next turn. Because awe 1000 is pretty good. It has a gambit attack. Yeah, I should probably combine with something. Oh, yeah, no, let's do this. Okay, I have an idea. All right, I think I'm gonna pay 6. Let's accelerator 6. Let's get my guy out of typhoon range. So that's solving one problem. Let's make
Although,
1000.
if you make the awe, should I do the combine with the go first to push it so that your radial hits the boss as well when you do that?
Oh. Oh, is that something you can do?
Yeah.
Alright. So yeah, if my guy's here. Yeah, it's Mario? Sure, let's do it.
Okay.
Fun.
So I'll accelerator 7, whip over to here, combine with the go to make the Ender 3000.
Yep,
which on combine. The question is, do I push it all the way to the edge, or maybe I push it like right here?
Yeah, yeah.
That seems okay. Strategery.
And then I accelerator. And does the Cyan Typhoon have like 5 radius? Yeah, it does. So it doesn't really matter where you put it. 1, 2, 3, 4, because it'll catch both of your robots in that radius anyway. So then the boss and I have 5000 both take 1 damage from my radial blast. And it also blows up a Gondrone, so that also just takes another HP off of the boss outright. Not a Gondrone, a Sardrone. So yeah, we're doing tactics.
That was a very big brain set of activations.
Yep. And then you had the double accelerator play. Yeah, okay, so let's activate Cyan Typhoon and see how bad all of our guys are just gonna promptly die. So we're looking for what, 4s hit, and they also have critical. Suboptimal. Oh, actually, one more thing we could do before I let these dice land. We could pay 2 Valor to activate a robot immediately, including a robot that just came into play. So, like, we could activate my Awe, and I could just punch the Awe. I could punch the boss.
Oh, yeah. How much does that?
Because that costs 2 Valor to do, and I have enough energy to gambit 4 attacks on it. Do you have any energy left after your accelerator?
I only have 2.
Okay, so you can't, like, go up and radial them.
Not
Unless
really.
you wanted to.
Unless we spent more Valor.
Energy. Yeah. Is that worth it?
It would be, how much is it? 1 Valor for 5 energy or 2? 2 for 5 energy. So we'd have
2
to
for 5 energy and 2
spend
to
4 Valor to roll expected value of 2 damage versus yours.
Guys. It's not like either of the bosses fly anyway, so the anti-air won't do much.
Yeah. Your awe.
It's whatever. Boom. Hey, look, you missed all 4 hits. We did it. We won. We won by not getting completely annihilated. That could have gone poorly. And now the boss will spawn in a new guy because no minions activated this turn. You go Flippy? It's the Soar, the Screeching Soar, which is one version behind, and the only difference there is that its middle attack, the damaging attack, is actually its top attack now. We just flip them, so this robot would actually function in solo mode. Anyway, let's see what spot does it come in on? It comes in on 6, which is over there. Let's spawn in the piece and then put in the 6. Okay, let's see here. So that's like a long range, like radial blasty attack, which will be a little annoying to deal with.
Where's the card for that?
Oh, I just spawned it on your board.
Ah, okay.
Alright, let's see here. Okay. Yeah, so that's the last thing there, and then I have some energy left. So I could... Is there anything... I can do a really stupid Sindane tactic.
That sounds intriguing.
I can move her up a little bit, and I can do the big radial pull, and because the puller decides what order the affected robots are pulled in, I could like pull Ivan to the boss, and that's that is a stupid thing that I can do. That doesn't require any valor. Yeah, sure. Why don't I just do that? 1, 2. Actually, just 1. Yeah, 1. Because you're within 6. And I can also pull this SAR closer for nefarious purposes. I can pull it closer so your Ender can attack it next turn. 1. And then I'll pay 2. Let's do the big pull. And it's not going to trigger Ives Retaliate either. So that's at least 1 hit. And you know what? I'm going to Gambit for 2 more. See what happens.
Well, we could make that a...
Let's Valor that one. Let's Valor the 1 and do a 6. And then we're going to pull... So I'm going to pull everything around me by 3. Not going to pull Sha in. I can pull SAR? I'm going to pull SAR up to here.
Wait, is it pull by 3 or is it pull by 6?
Pulled by 6, 2 per hit. So we'll do that. So pulled by SAR will take 1 damage, wherever it may be, and Sindane will take 1 damage. Actually, I can pay my last remaining energy to prevent that, and then I'll pay 1 to pull Ivan to the boss 3 times, so Ivan will take 3 damage. Did the card just get deleted? And then...
No, I was trying to click 3 on the dice to... And then I accidentally clicked 3 on the card, which apparently moved in my hand.
Yep. And then the boss takes 3 collision damage. And then I can choose to pull the boss. Do I want to pull the boss? No.
Did you already subtract the 3 collision damage from the boss or no?
Yeah, I already. So now the boss is at 12, and we're making good progress. Let's see what happens now. We're still potentially going to get murdered by drown, so... 1, a 2,
Are you
and you
pulling in
have
the boss with the pole or no?
I can pull. I can, but I can just choose not to. Do you think I should pull it over there?
I'm trying to
Probably seems
think.
bad, right?
Well, I'm wondering if there's a way to engineer a damage boosted Ender 3000 hits all the enemies with a big AoE.
Oh, you know what? You're right, because this Ive's on its way out anyway. So let's put the boss closer to this pterodactyl, and then you can do the thing that you were saying. Oh, and you still have 2 energy left, so actually we'll be doing. Do you have anything to use? Have you
Uh,
activated all your robots?
I haven't.
I think so, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have.
Yeah, so I guess if I wanted to do anything else, I also have. No, I'm at 0. Yeah, this is totally end of round. Alright, 3 new Rondo cards. I can't flip them because my computer isn't acting up. There we go. Alright, alright, second action. Drown. Alright, Yampy, can we deal 12 damage in 1 turn? Or 2 turns?
That's a great question. Maybe depends.
Because let's see. If you give boosties to Ender, and Ender hits like 1,000,000 times, that is a potential big win.
I could also give boosties to Arc and then we make it crit. That might be more a safer, like a more consistent option. So we have, I guess, until the second boss active. So we get 4 activations to pull this off somehow. Are you?
Yeah, plus potentially 1 more if we did like the thing, the Valor thing.
Yeah.
Or actually 2 more. So we can, if we spent 2 Valor between each boss activation, we could have 6 potential activations.
And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 guys within range of potentially buffing the arc if we might have to dip into the Valor for some more energy at some point in there, but I could stack so many buffs on the arc in theory.
That's good.
What's he gonna do with the G? The Cyan Typhoon? That's...
Oh, he's gonna Cyan Typhoon, so
that might be problematic then.
My Sha might die. Specifically, I guess it's actually nothing's really in danger except for Sha and Gon.
I guess I could put the Gon in somewhere else.
Technically, Sindane's in danger, but Sindane is immortal. Let's see. Oh, actually, I pulled this thing 6 towards Sindane last turn, so Sindane can take a damage, and Ikasaur can take 1 more damage. So now we only need to do 11. I forgot to calculate the 1 Pedley point of collision that it should have taken. Let's see. So
I guess my arc's currently out of Cyan Typhoon radius, right?
yeah, because it's like not in.
Yeah.
It still needs line of sight.
So maybe I'll put the Gon there then, so that it's not.
Yeah.
Or even this. Oh, this might be the better spot. Behind the wall, but a little closer to stuff.
Yeah, seems good. The thing that I can do is the same as last turn, where if I Oh, actually, I start with. What do I start with? I start with 13 energy. So I'm going to. Well, so here's what I can do. I can merge Sindane and Sha to YOLO dice into go 3000.
Okay.
That's I guess that's the hot tech that I can do.
I
I can
can.
also just shoot. Oh, what is this I-5000s at 3? So we know that we can also deal 3 damage to the boss by killing that. Which doesn't really make a difference because I have to deal 3 damage to kill it, or you can just punch the boss for 3. So let's.
And I can potentially buff the arc up to 3 times to move in, or buff the ender up to 3 times, depending what.
Yeah, why don't we just repeat that tactic from last turn and just try to buff the. Here, I'll give you the first 2 activations to buff the ender.
Okay. So you think the ender would be
correct
better? So, okay. Well then I will.
guess there's technically friendly fire, so if you. Oh no, I'll be fine. Okay, yeah, no, I think I have a plan. Yeah. So you can. Yeah, buff your ender.
Okay. Am I good to hog like the first 4 activations then to do that whole thing and then.
We'll do the first. We can do 2 activations, and then we could potentially activate a 3rd one.
Okay. Because what I was thinking is after the boss does the Cyan Typhoon, then I could move the arc into Parting Shot radius and attack it, and then come in with the Ender after that, kill, like, nuke the vicinity, including the arc, and then get the Parting Shot damage in addition to the damage from the big Ender attack, but.
I could also activate Sindane immediately and pull Ive towards.
Oh, and then.
Oh, yeah, no, I should totally just activate Sindane, like, basically in the first round, right?
Yeah.
I can eventually damage all of these jerks, like, immediately. Yeah, sure. I guess we'll see what happens there. Alright, 2 dice. Let's use the Captain Hook. Very proud of the attack name. Oh boy!
That's sad.
That's real good.
Can you gambit if it fails entirely, or does?
No, it has to hit at least once.
Okay.
Do we want to Valor one of these into a 6?
We could?
Or do we just want to eat it? Yeah, we have plenty of Valor.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So let's Valor and one of these into a 6. And now I'm gonna Gambit too. We're gonna see if I don't roll like ass. Okay, never mind. I am a great co-op partner, and I have done nothing.
Alright, well, I'll activate the Izzy as Mika, and then move up 3 to do the boosties on the Ender. That's so disappointing.
Well, we're gonna have to start converging into our plan Bs, I guess.
Well, do we want to do the extra activation thing to get another boost? I guess, do you have anything you want to do next round, or?
The only thing that I can think of doing is, so I have my Awe, which is pretty good and strong. So I could just try to punch the boss a bunch of times. Or I can combine into this Go before I get melted by Cyan Typhoon. And doing that might let me roll 666s into the boss, I guess.
Okay, so then if you don't mind, should we activate another bot now so that I can continue stacking buffs and we'll still have activations extra activations for next go around.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So 2, activate the arc. We can go 4 to there. And do the boosties on Mika. That one succeeds.
Yep.
I wonder what the cost benefit. So currently, oh, whoops. Well, it's fine if it goes on the arc, I
Oh, yeah.
think.
Do you want to damage boost? Oh, yeah. You wanted to damage boost arc and not the ender, right?
It doesn't really matter because I'm planning to attack with both of them. So,
Yeah, makes sense. All right,
but
cool.
yeah, that seems.
I guess we're gonna Cyan Typhoon and see what happens. And hopefully it just misses all 4 dice again. That'd be rad. You're at the mercy of entropy. It hits with 2 of them, and one of them is a crit. So that would be 3. Yeah, that's okay. It's not 2 damage per hit. It's okay. So that would deal 3 damage to Sindane and 3 damage to my Shah.
We can
So
make
that's
the
kind of
101, right, to save the Shah. So that you can
yeah.
combine.
Yeah, let's do that. Sure. You'll laugh when saving the shot was not worth it, but I guess we'll find out. And then, oh yeah, and then SAR 5000 will go. It'll use its screeching shooty thing, which is the middle one. So it will target, Sindane? Yep, that's the closest thing. So, looking for 2s, 3 or better. And that is not a crit thing, so I'll just deal 1 damage. Alright, so Shah takes 1, and Sindane takes 1. And that's all that thing does. And now it is back to us.
Okay. So I guess arc goes in. Woo! And then we do the arc blades.
Oh,
That's 1 crit. Okay. I guess we gotta make it a. How sad that we have to make it a double crit, right?
yep.
What? How important? Okay. Well, that's 5 more damage to the boss.
Oh, we're getting there. It's down to 6. Okay. What's the play? I can walk over 2 spaces and shoot it and punch the boss. With a gambit punch. I can combine and mortar it to death. You could run over and just put it into a blender.
Yeah.
With Ender.
The Ender Blender.
The Ender blender.
And it's about to drown, so it's gonna like board wipe.
Oh yeah, we're all gonna die. So we have to think real hard. So we have one more activation, and then potentially a Valor activation.
So if I
because
move in the Ender and do the Ender Blender, and then we did the spent 2 for the extra activation, you made the big go. Oh, but you need 6s for that, which we already used
probably,
the auto 6.
Probably better to shoot with the awe, I guess. I think in terms of just raw damage output, shooting with the awe and the ender is probably the safest bet to potentially deal 6 damage to this thing.
Yeah.
However, your ender blender does deal friendly fire.
So, because it'll survive the drown.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we save that until after the board wipe, so that there aren't any friendly fire targets. I don't know if it matters, I guess, but
oh wait, well, what will survive the drown?
the ender, because it has 6 health. So.
Oh, that's right. It doesn't auto kill. It just deals 4 to everything.
Yeah.
Right? That's true. We won't necessarily die from this. We'll just be sad. Oh, and then the stupid all the minions are gonna activate. So then I will shoot at my combined robot and kill it probably. And then the stupid SAR will shoot at Sindane and probably kill that. So and then do I have any other gimmicks? I could make I could combine do stupid stuff with 6s, and then I could accelerator to here. Well, I don't think maybe. Do I have enough energy for that? If I
we can have enough energy for that.
Huh?
We can have enough energy for that.
Yeah, we can. That's the thing. So I can make go here and then shoot the boss and probably miss all 3 attacks, but that's fine. And then I can accelerator using 2 valor, so we're spending like 4 valor on this and we're gonna die. But I think we're gonna die this turn anyway. So the rule for a solo is if you go below 5, you lose at the end of the round. If you hit 0, you're just dead. So, but once you hit 5, then you're just incentivized to go as close to 0 as you can. Well, making this thing doesn't actually help because it helps us not die to. It helps us not die to drown, but in case anyone's wondering what we're doing, so I'm considering making Go 8000 if we wanted to highlight that on screen. The giant Sonic the Hedgehog meteor robot. It makes everything invincible for when it comes into play, which actually isn't even true anymore. I'm stupid. This just gives a damage buff. It gives a defense buff to everything when it comes into play. That's next to it. We made it so it's not invincibility anymore. So that's actually not super helpful. 6 HP. How do we deal 6 damage to it?
I mean, the Ender has an expected value of 2 damage, plus parting shot from the arc is 3. So if we can figure out a way to deal 3 more, then we do it. But
I think the solution is to walk over 2 spaces and I punch it. Because my punch attack is reasonably accurate. I only need to hit it once with a gambit. I need to hit twice and then hit it 1 more time. Does that sound good? Yeah, probably.
Potentially.
Is your gun actually factually at 1 HP?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I guess that after the drown, that could just walk up and blast the boss. If Sindane, only if Sindane's dead though. Is Sindane at 5 still?
The Sindane will definitely get myrtleized by a subsequent minion attack, so I guess we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe that's actually the tactic.
I mean, I could move in my Ender now, do the Ender Blender, and catch Sindane in the blast to ensure that she's out of the way so that the Gon can walk up. But
I think it's gonna be pretty.
Okay.
I think Sindane will statistically die. Well, let's try. I'm gonna try punching it. 4, 2. That's 1 damage. Do we take the 1 damage, or do I gambit to try to deal 3 to it? That's probably stupid, right? Because if we get it down to 5, and then all you need to do is...
I mean, I guess if you get the gambit and they both... Well, both hit is probably... That's fairly... less than 50% chance. But if it does happen, then all I need to do is roll 2 hits with the ender, and then the parting shot.
I don't think the gun plays actually. So next turn, when drown happens, the Shah's gonna die, which means this minion is gonna shoot this gun instead of Sindane. Double 6s. Come on, just gambit with 2 dice. Oh, AEGIS2.
Hey!
We did it. All right, down to 3. Was that our second? That was our second action of the turn, because we ran in and punched it with the arc. Okay. World's longest turn.
Now the question is, do we take...
Now do we just Valor?
Yeah. Because how much Valor are we going to lose from things dying from drown?
If all 3 of these basic robots die, we'll lose 3 from that.
Plus 4 plus 1 more for the Shah. So, or yeah, whatever. So 4, and we'd be at 4. And then if the...
Well, it's gonna wipe out this Izzy. So we're gonna lose 5. So we're gonna lose 5 immediately from drown.
And then the enemies. So maybe it's worth using the extra activation now?
I think as long as you go in and... Well, actually... Because, yeah, we're going to lose 5 Valor, probably. 4... We're going to lose 4 or 5 Valor, depending on if Sindane dies or not. Oh, no, I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. It's because I start at... Sindane has an ability.
Oh, yeah, and Drown is non-combat damage.
Drown is non-combat damage. I can just pay 1 a couple times, and it's not allies or my robots. One of my robots, so I can't prevent it to yours. But I can stop Sindane and Shah from dying.
Okay, well maybe we just let the boss take the boss turn then?
Yeah?
And then see what it looks like and go from there.
Alright, yeah, sure. So what I started? I started at... I just want to make sure my energy is correct. I walked over 2 spaces and I used 4. Yep, I'm at 7. Alright, so okay. Boss turn. Oh, I forgot that the boss also just does other things.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna try to submerge, which doesn't matter really. It does, and I don't think we care. It's gonna make 2 SAR drones, but the SAR drones are gonna shoot at us. So SAR drone will come into play here, and then on the 1 spot.
Oh, I put 2 down already on 5 and 6.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. And then we're gonna Giga Railgun. What is it Giga Railgunning? Because it has a minimum range. 6 to 10. Micah. We were fools. We forgot that it does other things besides drown. Giga Railgun definitely blows up Micah.
Okay. Well, he was gonna die anyway, so...
Yeah. And then we drown. So I'm gonna pay 1 to prevent it from sending. I pay 3 to just prevent it from doing stuff to any of my robots. So I go down to 4. And then Arc is gonna die.
Wait, so if it can't be targeted, does that mean it can't be parting shotted?
Oh! Oh no. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you're right.
Darn.
Unless
I
you
guess I
want to
can
just go
parting
back
shot
in
on
time
the
and...
soar. I don't know if that matters as much. But
We could just go back in time and zero out the submerge, I guess.
that's true.
Or if we think it's good enough, we could just also blow up.
I guess if we
Arc.
blow up a token, it's the same.
We
It's
just need to blow up 3 tokens. If that's possible.
yeah. I mean, if I move the ender to here, this token and the boss will be in the radius, and if I roll at like 2 hits, then that would do it. But
Move a token to there. That's fine. So, but yeah, right. Well, right now you're gonna lose 2 more robots, which will drop us to 5. So Ark and Izzy, and then your Ender takes a bunch of damage. And then all the minions are gonna go. So, starting with the biggest, Ive is gonna shoot my Awe. Can we survive? Can we survive? Awe goes down to 2. Big Sar shoots at the only thing in line of sight of it, which is my Sindane. So boom, I rolled too many dice. Let's reroll those. Boop boop. 1 damage to Sindane, and I guess 1 damage to Sha, which will kill it.
okay.
We take 1 more, and then we're so close. Both of these SAR drones back here are just gonna shoot at your gun, which I totally forgot about. That took also 4 damage.
Yeah. Okay.
One of them hits. So yep. And then that SAR doesn't do anything. Is it over?
We have 3. There's
We
a
have 3.
chance.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I don't have enough energy to move the ender, and so I guess we gotta spend 2 on that. Do you have anything else you can do, or is it just we?
I've already used my robots. I've already used Sindane and Awe, so I'm actually tapped out.
So then we pay.
So do you just have ender left?
Yeah. We pay 2 to gain 5 energy, and then ender moves into there. And we hope I roll at least...
What's the radius on Ender?
3. No, it's 2. Oh,
no.
Okay, well then... We hope I roll... 3 4s. Hey! The dice came through in the end. RNGesus smiles upon us.
Is there actually any way you could have... No, I don't think there is. Okay, so here's the fun... Okay, so here's the dramatic conclusion. You deal 4 damage to the boss, but you also deal 4 damage to Sindane.
So if we both hit 0 simultaneously, what happens?
I I think technically the boss wins, but it really is solo and co-op mode is based on a moral victory anyway.
That's true.
It's like, I mean, cosmically, if you die fighting the boss, is that cool? The answer is yes. So let's say that we win. So yeah, that's like 5 damage to this stupid pterodactyl. And that does not kill that, but oh, actually, does it? No, I think technically the rules say if you ever hit 0, you lose immediately, but whatever. We also killed the boss, and the boss, I think the rules also probably say if you kill the boss, you also win immediately. So, lol.
There wasn't one extra damage on the SAR from anything, right?
I don't think so.
Did you hit it with any AoEs? No, I guess that was the boss that used the AoE. Because I could have parting shotted it and then dealt 4. But that would put it at 1.
Well, yeah, because your parting shot had to go somewhere anyway.
Yeah,
right? So, yeah,
but it would still have 1 HP left unless I'm missing something.
No, yes? No.
Oh, it's anti-air! Wait. Okay.
I damage to it earlier. Oh, you're right. Because I dealt 1 to it.
No, but I had anti-air on the bullet rondo.
Yeah,
so if I move here, then I kill the token and the SAR. And then we win.
Through the powers of time travel. Which is actually, it's statistically the same thing, because it would deal 4 damage to the boss if you killed both of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, through the powers of time travel, we win.
The counterintuitive thing, you don't attack the boss, you attack the boss's minions, and that's how you win.
The boss was holding Sindane hostage because of my really terrible positioning. Your true enemy was me. But yeah, no, that was cool. That was neat. So yeah, that was scenario book 18, the co-op one, and you can actually do this with other bosses. We have not sufficiently tested these pre-con teams against other bosses, but yeah, like you can swap out this boss for any of the other like 7 bosses, and you can use these rules for those too. With the whole players share 2 activations thing, you share valor, da 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 da. Yeah. But yes, we share victory. We destroy this SAR drone and this bird, and then the boss keels over and dies. And then, yes. But yeah, everyone should go to YouTube and check out our previous streams, and also the live unboxing video of the most recent and final AEGIS2 print proof. And because I was very excited, I was cackling with glee the entire time because this game is going to finally come out. Yeah. I guess our next, we have like 1 or 2 more streams.
I think
this,
2
right?
more on Monday and Thursday.
All right, lit. Cool. All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in to our narrow victory against this big squidolopod. And one day you too will be able to do this. Or you can just, do it now because the solo mode stuff is up on Tabletop Sim. Though some of it's, like, kind of outdated. Because I still, 5 streams later, have not updated the files in this thing. But anyway, they will be updated eventually. But yeah, have a good night, everyone.